today is completely different from what it was just 10 years ago. With the country so westernized, it is almost impossible to pass by the mall without spotting a foreign brand. The country so dominated by foreign brands, it feels as though Korean corporations are hidden behind their cash shadow.
Feeling down, oh so down, you'll be alone.
After much research, we concluded that the methods a Korean company uses to compete can be categorized into several different categories. First of which is cheap prices.
One of the benefits of being a Korean brand is that there is no money spent for the importation process. This allows the prices to be a lot lower compared to the foreign imported products, whose taxes end up raising the prices tremendously. Thus, brands like Gap, which is a very casual and affordable brand in the US, becomes almost a luxury brand in Korean department stores. On the other hand, Korean brands would appeal better because they can make similar products for cheaper prices. A good example of this is a teenage clothes brand named Who Are You. Many people from the States living in Korea find this brand to be the substitute for Abercrombie & Fitch or Hollister because their designs are almost the exact same. Here's the proof. This is Abercrombie, and this is Who Are You. See how similar they are? The fact that this Korean brand can sell basically the same looking product for much cheaper works as a huge advantage.
The next category is fresh ingredients. One of the things a Korean business in the food market is able to do is get fresh ingredients or ingredients that are unique to Korea. When we asked the manager of Angel and Us Coffee about the advantages of being a Korean business, he listed this aspect as one of the benefits.
장점이라면 일단 로스팅이요. 로스팅을 비교를 하자면 커피빈이나 스타벅스는 로스팅을 미국에서 해야 되는데 일단 국내에서 해야 이거예요. 커피 신선도에서는 으뜸이라고 생각하거든요. 이게 가장 큰 장점이라고 하면 볼 수 있는 거고.
If you're from the States or have visited the place often, you should probably be familiar with a famous pizza restaurant called CPK. And if you know CPK, you should also know that their best appetizer is the amazing spinach artichoke spread. Well, at least that's my personal favorite. So when I first went to the Korean CPK at Jeongja, I was enraged to find out that there was no artichoke dip anywhere on the menu. Later I discovered that Korea doesn't grow artichokes and thus would be too expensive to use the imported ones. Such an example shows a potential disadvantage of a foreign food brand. But this is never the case with Korean companies because they can always have access to any fresh ingredients they want.
And now we have what is called Koreanize. Koreans tend to think that products made in Korea by Koreans would better suit them than foreign products, especially when it comes to food or makeup. Looking at the sites of different Korean brands show that the businesses are taking advantage of that fact in promoting the Koreanness of their products. They convince their patriotic citizens to love and use their own national goods. On top of that, many companies Koreanize their products to better appeal to Korean customers. Mr. Pizza, a very successful Korean pizza brand, is known to be the #1 in the market. The reason why the company could be so successful is because it altered the popular American food to fit Koreans' tastes.
미스터 피자가 한국 브랜드인데 이게 미국 거는 보통 우리 입맛 잘 안 맞아요. 고기 위주 뭐 그런 거니까. 근데 이거 지금 우리 미스터 피자는 한국인의 트렌드에 맞춰가지고 야채 피자 뭐 이런 것도 있고 한국인이 뭐 좋아할 수 있는 그런 종류의 피자들을 많이 만들어가지고 좀 더 차별화되고 약간 더 맛이 있어서 한국인의 입맛에 맞게끔 그렇게 하기 때문에 거기에서 약간은 우리가 다른 피자헛이나 뭐 그런 것보다는 피자헛 같은 경우에는 기름기가 많잖아요. 근데 우리나라에는 기름기가 없잖아요. 그런 거에서 약간 경쟁력이 우리가 약간 우세하다고 생각해요.
As you can see, they even have pastas and kimchi, a fusion food combining Korean and Western. By the way, we tried it and it was mad spicy.
And the last of all the methods is to make it different. No matter what kind of brand the competition is between, in the end, it all comes down to who attracts more customers. That is why many stores in the same market try to differentiate themselves from each other. For example, Cafe Pascucci is famous for having large seating areas so that anybody can come in freely and talk or even study in a comfortable environment. Many people, including myself, actually use this place for tutoring or other study groups. Here is another example from Mr. Pizza for differentiating oneself to better appeal.
저희 미터 피자가 지원하는 게 여성 고객 중점으로 그런 거를 마케팅을 많이 하거든요. 메뉴를 고를 때 식사를 할 때 남자가 고르는 것보다 여자가 고르는 게 많잖아요. 여성분들 중점적으로 마케팅을 하기 때문에 그 마케팅에 있어서 성공을 한 것 같아요.
And next, in a place so crowded with popular foreign coffee shops, we wondered how Angelina's coffee would attract its customers.
경기가 어렵기 때문에 샌드위치 세트로 해가지고 음료랑 해가지고 묶어서 판매하는데 뭐 음료를 뭐 사이즈 업하면 뭐 크루아상 하나 준다든가 이렇게 해서 손님을 많이 끌어모으고 하거든요. 다 경쟁사니까 저로 갈 손님 우리 쪽으로 한 명 더 모으기 위해서 이렇게 하고 있는데.
But he says there are also some detailed parts that Angelina's lacks compared to the foreign competitors.
우리가 하지 않는 음료를 만들고 스타벅스 경우에 뭐 다이어리 같은 것도 준다고 하는데 우리 그런 게 떨어져가지고 손님들을 끌어모으기 위한 대책으로 많이 만들어야 되는데 그런 것도 본사 측에 막 얘기를 막 하는데도 또 한계가 있기 때문에 저도.
In order to get away from the professional perspective and analyze the consumer's authentic selection of goods, we have taken some time to ask our fellow peers for their opinions. Because the selected age group is within the high school range and the majority has lived outside of Korea, we found a pattern in their reasoning for their answers. Those who chose foreign brands said they preferred the original ones. These statistics show the percentage and the share of coffee consumed within Korea. This piece of information was shared from Korea Times.
So we decided to visit the #1 brand in the coffee market, Starbucks, hoping to gain some interesting knowledge and to look at the situation from a different perspective.
스타벅스의 장점은 우선 브랜드 인지도가 이렇게 1위이기 때문에 사람들이 다 아시잖아요. 업계에서 1위니까 다 알고 그리고 1위가 괜히 1위인 게 1위가 아닌 것처럼 그만큼 서비스 면에서나 아니면 품질 면에서나 이 스타벅스의 독특한 그 문화가 있잖아요. 이 문화를 파는 사람이라고 생각하거든요.
We asked about one of Starbucks' greatest strengths, the service.
이게 미국 거다 보니까 그러니까 미국 사람들이 가지고 있는 그런 한국 사람들하고 다른 정서가 있을 거 아니에요. 그러니까 그 사람들은 방해받기 싫어하고 뭐라 해야 되지? 남한테 패 끼치는 걸, 문제 끼치는 걸 또 싫어하잖아요. 그런 시스템이 한국에도 옮겨지다 보니까 주문하라고 시키는 것도 아니고 그러다 보니까 방해받지 않고 이런 공간을 활용하는데 사람들이 멀리 갔을 때 매력을 느끼는 거죠.
We asked if there were any disadvantages of being a foreign brand.
미국에서 어떠한 이슈가 되는 게 스타벅스 한국 시장에서 그 한국 시장과는 상관없지만 그러니까 우리 미국 브랜드라서 좀 괜히 그러니까 묻어간다고 해야 되나? 그러니까 지금 같은 경우는 미국 스타벅스 뭐 마천이 뭐 이런 얘기들이 있잖아요. 한국은 전혀 그렇지가 않은데 여기도 뭐 그런 괜한 사람들끼리니까 또 루머 같은 걸 만들고 또 일본 사람들은 뭐 우리 제품 뭐 약간 되게 애국심이 강한 사람들은 우리 제품 이용하자 이런 사람들도 되게 많잖아요. 그래서 그런 사람들이 또 막 뭐 운동하고 뭐 이러면 또 그래도 약간 타격이 좀 있잖아요.
In conclusion, you can see that there are 4 general methods a Korean company uses against its foreign competitors. Although many Korean brands may not be as well established as the successful foreign brands, they take advantage in aspects of cheaper prices, fresh ingredients, Koreanization, and specializing themselves.